Okay, I've never played NASCAR Rumble before or any NASCAR game. In fact, most of my exposure to racing games that aren't Mario Kart has been on stream. This Name is Lame, who's added this for Subblock, also added Burnout 3, which I think is probably my favorite one that I've played so far, and Motorstorm Pacific Rift, and we played a little Gran Turismo. So far, I think I'm enjoying the more like arcadey versus simulationist games. And I assume from the title NASCAR that this is going to be more on the simulationist side, but I guess we'll see as we boot it up here. I am emulating it. I wasn't able to find a hard copy of it, so. And this is our second attempt to get this running. Had some capture card issues earlier, so hopefully it just works this time. The audio crackle seems to be fixed, so that's nice. I probably have some questions about NASCAR here.
Is NASCAR like wrestling?
In what respect?
Like there's storylines.
I think there's storylines in the sense that like all sports have storylines, right? Like the Drive to Survive documentary about F1. I don't know if it's like anyone's done a good job of packaging it like Drive to Survive. Let's see.
So is there any like artificial aspect to it?
No, it's
okay. I think that's what I was trying to get at.
It's not like stunt racing. I think that would be what the equivalent of you're thinking of is probably Monster Truck, right?
Oh, okay, I see that.
I guess we'll do a single race to start. I know the names Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt, and that's about it. Because they're starting me on Jeff Gordon. Sure, why not? And I'm definitely a rookie. Do the first course here. It's championship mode like the campaign. I'll do one race here and then I'll check that out. Game looks really good. PS1.
It does look really good. I agree.
What are these things?
Oh, it's Mario Kart!
Oh my god! Did I just drop a banana? Is that what that was? Well, I thought that there was only one. Was there a game called like Blur that was basically this? That's pretty cool. Trying all the buttons here.
Your oil's going down, whatever that means.
I think that's the item that I picked up. This is kind of amazing. They did this with NASCAR cars is hilarious. Twister alert, reduce speed.
Like twisting the it was an actual not hurricane, tornado.
That was kind of funny.
Don't get caught, kid.
It's like it's not gonna be a tornado.
Right.
I was wrong.
That's kind of a cool idea of having track hazards like that.
A blue shell.
I don't know if that was an item.
Take your count, man.
What the ice ability does. Does it give me like ice physics? It made it so I couldn't drive as easily, it seemed like. Freeze alert. Oh yeah, it makes it so I can't steer.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool that they have negative bonuses. Uh-oh, another twister. And apparently a lightning storm.
I kind of want to be up here, actually. I think there's an item up there. So are those alerts always things that other people are shooting? Or is it like a stage hazard? I love the ad-libs from the announcer. That's pretty great.
Oh, that could have been worse.
Why are you slowing down?
Gas.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Jess Harnell.
No time.
Is it like the actual,
No, against it.
God.
See that? Did you see what he just did?
But the actual NASCAR announcer from back in around the year 2000.
Make good use out of that. Must have been changed.
I had no idea this existed.
Motor Show House.
It's pretty cool. Random famous voice actors.
Watch out for the birdie. One less for them.
Come on, carry me over the edge.
Time for payback.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
literally a tornado that like chases you down.
Happy birthday.
I know what a lot of these power-ups do now.
That's the show.
Yeah, that makes you go, that's a mushroom. Right?
I think.
Sorry, I'm just gonna call all these Mario Kart.
Well, of course, yeah. Absolutely. We need to figure out what they all are. That's gonna be part of the fun.
Sure. But then there's some of them that are bad, like the ice one. There's no equivalent in Mario Kart because Mario Kart they're always positive.
I think the oil slick is a banana.
No
I
banana.
think the lightning storm is a turtle shell. Maybe even specifically a red turtle shell. I don't know what reducing speed actually does for me here. Oh, Echo Warner. Right on.
It's a PS1 game, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's PS1, that's right.
You've done it.
Well done.
Right on.
I got you, Kiki.
I would remember this, but I'll try entering it, and we'll try doing the championship mode.
You
Oops.
forgot the T.
Yes. That's fine. Alright, you said single player championship? This is like doing a cup, I suppose. Dale Earnhardt's an option, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Okay. I'm just gonna pick a blue car. Oh wow, we got some like gimmick cars as well.
Oh, of course. Gotta have gimmick cars.
Oh, I didn't realize they were just regular old trucks. Okay. So NASCAR at one point in history was stock cars and hasn't been for some time. Is that right? I think I know this name too.
I don't know any of this.
Joe Namath. I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce the CH. Stay on rookie. Guessing rookie is basically 50cc. I'll pick the second one here since we already saw Copper Canyon. And I remembered my name. This game looks really solid for 2000.
Knife fight.
I guess that's nearing the end of the PS1's life cycle, but
There's enough room for everybody.
I don't know what just happened, but it's funny. Is there like a
Full speed ahead.
gust of wind? I don't. No idea what just happened.
everything I know about NASCAR I learned from a Well There's Your Problem podcast bonus episode about it, so it kind of occupies a very different space from something like F1, right? Maybe one time historically it was using stock cars, but now it's got more of like a formula approach. So I haven't played that podcast for you, Andrea, but the joke they make is that NASCAR is way better than F1 because in F1, if you bump into another car, you'll explode into a trillion pieces of shrapnel. So no one ever passes each other in F1 because it's too terrifying.
That was too easy.
But in NASCAR, like, people make their careers by literally bumping people out of the way with the front of their car.
Come out, buddy.
A little bit more of a contact sport.
Yeah. And so, like, the thing I wanted to push back on in this is you kind of have this, like, gaming nerd sub-community. And I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't a member of this when I was an edgy kid in high school. But, like, you kind of push back on the dominance of sports. And you do that by, like, pretending like you're better than sports and calling football sports ball and that kind of a thing, right?
Basically being a little bit of a dick.
Yeah, and I think it's completely possible to be nerdy about cars and nerdy about NASCAR. And so
Absolutely.
I feel like, oh, it's just turning left is the equivalent of like, oh, don't you know that wrestling is fake, right? It's like, yeah, but come on. Like, didn't you know that Game of Thrones is fake and dragons aren't even real? Why would you watch that?
Don't tell me these things.
I guess those are kind of the two like pop cultural shitty things to say about NASCAR is that, oh, it's just turning left and, oh, people just watch it to wait for the crashes. But I feel like you get pretty comparable attitudes about something like hockey, right? Where it's like, oh, people just watch hockey for
I wouldn't be able to do it easily. And if I can't just go into the car and
drive really fast.
Yeah, like, I would not be able to. I would be like driving 50 miles an hour and probably be scared. Like, anyway, my point is that I'm sure there's skill involved that I can't, that I don't
imagine
know
it's
about.
very difficult.
Yeah. You have to like know when to accelerate and when not to.
It's actually some pretty cool
gears. I don't know. I can't drive standard, so there you go. I'm already fucked. Can't be a NASCAR driver.
I can hear Wacko now in the announcer. For some reason, I thought Wacko was.
Here we go.
Oh, that power up disables the right half of your analog. Oh shit! No wonder you go flying. That's unfortunate. That's really creative. I haven't seen like a power up like that before.
You're so slow, you might as well be a glacier.
That's just the thing I think
the
about.
Olympics. I'll watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
But that's
I think
about it.
We should celebrate things that people are passionate about. To me, that's what being a nerd is
Yes.
like being really into something and knowing a lot about it, being kind of a member of the fandom or community surrounding it. And I don't like that. I think it arose legitimately because, especially among millennials and younger, like a lot of the things that tech nerds are into weren't cool for a long time, like comic books and video games, right? But like, I think the winds have changed on that since the rise of the internet, and there's not really any need for that kind of gatekeeping anymore.
Oh, you missed a shortcut.
Oh, I did?
Apparently.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it next time.
I guess there are arrows.
Well, here we are. Glad you've been taking my advice.
No problem. Animaniac.
I thought Wacko was, I'm gonna place his name. He's the guy that does the Winnie the Pooh voice and all. Jim Cummings, maybe? He may have also been on Animaniacs. I know Yakko was, Rob Paulson.
Oh, those rose closed light up signs. Yeah, I remember those. The ones that are like, this lane is closed. Go this way.
So they do shortcuts just like Mario Kart. This is basically NASCAR Mario Kart. That's really funny.
With tornadoes.
That's the short end of the stick.
You said this wouldn't have gotten made if it didn't have the NASCAR license? What's the deal with that? Like, that's really surprising to me.
Oh, I think the shortcut was to the right there.
Oh, I see.
Fuck you, arrows.
Gotcha.
Make good use out of that.
Oh, it would have gotten made anyway. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I wonder what they would have called it.
He owns the track.
Situations like this are pretty fun. This is the second time this name is put on like a racing game with an insanely surprising premise. Did I ever show you Driver San Francisco?
No.
It's a game with the most, like, generic title ever, but for no reason, you're, like, a ghost, and you can, like, possess cars.
Okay.
So all the missions are you, like, hopping out of your car and possessing another car.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome. Like, it completely changes the racing dynamic for all the missions, because it doesn't, if you crash, you just pop out of your car and drive into somebody else's car, right? Hope the last track is just straight up Rainbow Road. You think they would have named it something like really exciting, like, you know, Ghost Car or something? But...
make this harder for you.
Yeah, I'll do it on a higher
winning,
next cup. I do.
Know, pretty clear winner, winning.
You solve all problems by driving cars.
Oh, this is appropriate. I'm drinking a Bud Light. Fuck yeah. Because for some reason, I was just feeling really nostalgic for college. I was like, you get some motherfucking Bud Light.
One less for them.
Cheers, everyone. Although I guess I feel bad cheersing with a Bud Light. Like, fuck yeah!
Yeah, fuck yeah is more appropriate.
Well, here we are.
The driver San Francisco? Yeah, it's amazing.
No, I think he's talking about the Bud Light.
Oh, no.
No, you know what? I kind of like Bud Light.
Great.
You know, it's not...
You have nostalgic associations with Bud Light.
It's people who like Final Fantasy VII. I never played it, so I tried playing it, and the graphics...
That comparison is going to make no sense to most people. You have to try, okay. You're going to have to try again.
Anyway, it just reminds me of playing beer pong on like a Tuesday night instead of going to bed early.
Argument effectively that people only like Final Fantasy VII because they have nostalgic associations with it.
Sweet.
How dare you?
It's just, yeah.
Does this make me invincible when it comes to...
I don't hate Bud Light.
Hey, it does. That's nice.
Well done.
Showtime! Now, remember how this feels.
No, but not for the second one. This is bad. The freeze power-up is kind of cool, actually. It sucks when you get hit by it, but...
Well, also, I think you can get a pint of Bud Light at the bar in the grocery store for like $2 during happy hour. It's, yeah. Also, yes, in Los Alamos, we have a bar in the grocery store that I frequent while Dylan buys his Diet Coke.
So if you slow down, can you dodge all the power-ups?
You can't win that way.
Oh yeah, everyone hates Bud Light, but I don't mind it.
Or just the ones that it prompts you.
And, you know, it's pretty cheap, so...
You better work on that.
I don't even know what kind of beer it is. Is it a lager? Does anyone know?
It's mostly water.
That was pretty good.
Well, that's the light part. Yeah, because I don't like really hoppy beers. Like, IPAs can burn in hell for...
Here's a mushroom.
I told you.
The mushroom is
it's an American lager. Yeah, see, I like lagers. Like, Sam Adams is good if I want to be classy.
Put a turtle in your tank.
Put a turtle in your tank.
Ooh, this looks promising.
I think society has moved away from, like right now, all of the nerd trends are what are most popular, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and video games are really mainstream. Dungeons and Dragons is really mainstream, so I think it's kind of like a reverse gatekeeping now. I wonder if that's basically there's a weird item like a horn or something.
Exploring. You're winning too easily.
I'll do a higher.
Oh, you're doing a cup. I'm sorry.
It's a cup.
Okay. Well, you're gonna win, obviously.
This name was saying that you have to unlock the higher cup, so.
I see. I missed that. Okay. Well.
He's got a quality line.
At least this tornado's gonna fuck you up.
You are so cool. And it did cost you a dime.
Like, if someone's into, like, bird watching, That's awesome to me. I don't know anything about bird watching. I'd love to have somebody tell me all about what goes into that.
Did you get that license plate?
Yeah, I've had cricket explained to me many, many times. There's something you pitch, and there's a guy with a bat, and there's these sticks that the pitcher's trying to knock down, and the batter's trying to protect the sticks.
Wickets.
Oh,
Chill, dude.
what the hell is cricket?
The wickets.
Oh, the wicket, yeah. But I don't really understand how the ball, you know, goes way outfield or why. Like, because it seems like this game of cricket is all kind of, you know, in the middle where you're trying to throw it at the sticks. So I'm totally missing something when it comes to cricket.
You know, that was
Do you remember Dinesh and Shiva, my coworkers at Chase? They talked to me about cricket a lot. It sounds like cricket is at least trying to like be more accessible, unlike baseball. Like because there's test cricket, which is like
football is more inaccessible.
Well, the problem with baseball is that it's so long, right? And cricket has the problem of much
entertainment value.
Yeah. There's a thing called test cricket, which can like take like a whole weekend or something. They like play for hours and hours and hours. Yeah, and then there's 2020 cricket, which is the attempt to like actually make it accessible, where there's a very limited number of innings, I think they're called. It would be nice to see more sports be less traditionalist when it comes to that kind of a thing, right?
You're so slow, you might as well be a glacier.
Oh, geez, that's not a great...
That's a darn shame.
I really need to not get hit by the ice there.
Games begin. That's right. You gotta take what's yours.
Yeah, Dylan.
Get cocky.
Now you're first again.
I really like Wacko's ad-libs. They're funny.
Good. Finders keepers.
Both have a thing that slows me down and a thing that speeds me up at the same time. Looks like they basically cancel each other out.
Great.
Yeah, the freeze one is nutty.
Whoops. It's good to be the king.
Is the Joker power-up just giving you a random power-up, basically? That was my read on it.
Let's rock. Roll it out.
Hey!
Cold beer, red truck. I forget the rest of that, or except when he's like, "Y'all motherfuckers want a keychain?"
Bo Burnham.
Yeah. There's a guy making fun of country songs.
Well, not all country.
No, just yeah.
Don't let him get away with it.
Right.
Commercial country.
Yeah, the country that talks about cold beer and red trucks, and farming or tractors.
But I don't think that NASCAR needs to be associated with that. No.
You're right, yeah. That was a little prejudice. I apologize.
It's just racing, right?
Right.
So after I complete a cup, does that what unlocks the next difficulty tier, like the equivalent of 100
Do you
cc?
see your speed when it tells you to?
Yeah, I've been able to dodge it once. I don't know how slow I have to go to avoid it is the problem. That's scary.
You should learn by example.
I'll also do a different cup next time. It would be funny if one of these levels just straight up is Rainbow Road.
Impressive. Show them who the boss. Hey, it's always time for
Should make like a sequel to this game 22 years later for no reason.
And then it has to be a tornado, but if you like power it up, it's a sharknado.
It's fair.
Got a quality line.
What does this tire power up do? Does it make it so I can like bounce off stuff or something?
Ooh.
Keep pressing that by accident. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. You got pretty decent track design. Super turning. You might save that till I get to certain shortcuts, maybe.
What does the oil do?
I thought I had a drop.
Slippery, or
I think I had a thing that dropped that behind me, but I think when you roll the oil from the Joker icon, that it gives you the effect as though you drove into one. So now I see.
so the Joker reflects it on you.
Every time.
What's that?
Reduce speed.
Just a little
Oh,
right.
that didn't help.
That's a different ability.
Ah,
The Storm is different from the Twister. The Joker is a random positive or negative effect, and it can give you the effect of having run into an oil slick. But the oil slick is otherwise similar to a banana. It doesn't make you spin out, but I think it makes it so that you're slippery. The Storm seems to kind of make it that if you press left or right at all, just steer, it like overdoes it, or it makes you wobble a bunch. And Freeze makes it so you can't steer at all, which is definitely the nastiest one. So I didn't have to slow down for that Storm because it was going down the other side of the split track.
well, you didn't know that.
I saw it last time. I think this is the horn in Mario Kart that you can use to destroy something coming up on you.
Well, what is it?
It might also just hit a nearby car and make them spin out.
Hey, that was a good box.
It's a pretty good line.
It's my favorite box, Dylan, and you just ruined it.
Oh, thanks, this name. I'll do that after this. I think the oil can slows you down. That's my read on it.
Sweet, sweet success.
Just noticed that Wacko had like an echo effect when I'm in the tunnel.
I mean, I'm
Polish.
Yeah.
It's
Never
polish.
really thought about this in the little details. Oh, it's shockwaves. Oh, okay. That I see that now in the picture.
Alright, cars are way too far behind me for me to activate that, so I'll just get rid of it. So, like, I know very little about sports racing. We have a friend who's really into F1 who got us to watch the first season of Drive to Survive, and then I think we watched several races with him and his friends.
Yeah, I have chosen to root for the W one that always loses.
I don't even think they're around anymore.
No.
Oh, Williams. No, I think they are.
Yeah.
They are, you're right.
You know, they're
Try
they're
our
like,
secret formula.
you know, because they could go down a class, right? But they're like,
That's the
no,
short
we are an
answer.
F1
Not F2.
team. Damn it. And I'm like, I really hope that one day you don't come in last. Just sometimes, do they sometimes not come in last? I just really hope that happens for them.
Once I start the next thing, I'll have some.
I'm all about, I don't know, you know.
Hey!
All about underdogs, aren't we all?
New bonus track. You can race against the legend of this locale. Kale.
Yeah, they're not always last timer. Good for you, Williams.
This is what real NASCAR was exactly like. This is simulationist.
What, there were tornadoes that randomly appeared?
Absolutely, yeah. We just haven't been paying. I mean, would you know?
If you
paid attention, yeah, you make all these assumptions. This is what NASCAR actually is. You know?
Tornadoes, I'm probably to go.
Is it like? Oh, hold on. Maybe it's under load. How do I input a code? Is it just setting my name? William scored a point. Nice.
Are you gonna put?
Oh, I see. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So it's Zulu,
Waterfall,
whiskey,
Alpha Beta. Wait,
that's an
no,
8.
Alpha
Andrew.
8, Alpha, Whiskey, Alpha Alpha. I always love when you're on a call with someone and you have to give them your, order number or whatever. And I do it in my attempt. I think I can get maybe like 70% of the whatever letter alphabet thing that is.
All right, let's try.
And I like being able to say like Alpha Beta.
This thing is 100 cc.
Because I feel like I'm talking to their secret.
Southern Exposure, Foul Play, Crawdad Crossing, and Hog Hollow. Big fan.
NATO, thank you. Yes, the NATO alphabet.
So my question was, from watching Drive to Survive and watching a little bit of it, it seems like the kind of sports stories that you're looking at with F1 have to do with like the one time in the race that somebody passes, but also like part of F1 is being a really good driver and driving perfectly for a long time, and then hoping that your car doesn't give out over the course of a long race, right? Because a lot of the like dramatic stuff is when someone's car breaks down at the last second, or there's like a safety car that gets called in because of a crash or something. So like, what do you think is like the unit dramatic event in NASCAR? Like, is it overtaking? Does it have the problem with F1 where like the race is basically already decided from when they determine who gets pole position? Still on rookie, but I picked a pro car. Difficulties on the menu. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, is it this one here? Racing Class Pro? Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Good, I want to see you lose.
Yeah, what's like, if you're watching a full NASCAR race, minimizing lost position over time due to mistakes.
Yow!
I'll try that after this one.
That's coming right over.
This is a pretty cool track.
Does it remind you of Ohio?
Look out, everybody!
Ohio's way flatter than this.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, quit being a nice guy.
Saw a Red Barn. Remind me of like, isn't there a cheese place in a Red Barn in Ohio? Like,
That's right. You gotta take what's yours.
probably. I can't give you any more details. It's off the highway. It's kind of like on your way out of.
You lived in Ohio with me for years.
I didn't go like that. It was kind of far away. It was like a road trip stop.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. And it had like cheese written in big letters on it, or Cheese Barn, something.
That was too easy. Pay attention. Well, here we are. Glad you've been taking my advice.
Like, it makes sense if maybe F1 is maybe easier to televise,
Ooh, this looks promising.
and NASCAR is more fun to like go and see a race. Oh, I see. Just make it so I like crash into the person in front of me. I tried to. Hey! It wasn't a train.
It's like a...
Picking them off one at a time.
What's the thing on the front of trains that sweep cows away?
Cow pusher?
Is that what it's called? I thought it was cow
It
something.
didn't cost you a
Cattle push?
dime.
Cow prod?
Prod might be right.
Yeah, prod is a thing. Cow
Catcher.
catcher, thank you.
Oh, I like that better. It's an alliteration.
This ain't the time to relax.
Soundtrack's pretty great too.
Here we go.
Super speedway, short track, road course. Interesting. So, I guess I was under the impression that all NASCAR was always like an oval, like throughout a season. Because I have to compare to F1 because that's the only real context I have.
Put a turtle in your tank.
Like, are there just lots of different locales that they go to? Because it sounds like with F1, like the tracks can be pretty wildly different in terms of
Great.
how many turns they have, how sharp they are, that kind of a thing.
Ooh, happy birthday. You can't win that way.
I feel like the Joker is almost always bad for me.
Hey, hazard pay. You were asking for it.
How dare you be in the lead?
Look out, everybody. That's a darn shame. Winterize them. Ah!
Tried slowing down there. I think with the Twister I can just absorb it, but I should slow down for the ice. What is a road course? Is that like what it sounds like? It's not an actual...
Man, these
It's not like
guys
street
play rough.
racing, right?
Ooh, we got a hot shot here.
Did you hear that F1 is going to set up a crazy like Vegas track, Andrea?
Really?
Like they're going to go through the strip.
Wait. Like, for real?
Yeah, like Monaco. It's going to be really expensive.
Wait, but so that means they're gonna close down the strip for races?
That's right.
Man.
Ooh, that sounds like a bad idea.
Converted actual public roads.
Maybe it's just like the part of the strip
Basically-
in the stratosphere and no one goes.
Bombs away!
I tell you, getting a hotel that's on the strip is going to be really expensive if you got a window to the strip.
This ain't the time to relax.
Wait, but how often are you gonna do races?
I think it's only going to be like once a year, right? It's like the other races where they'll have like one weekend where they shut it down. Street circuit means public roads.
So are they gonna have to like have special
I
pavement,
see.
like the airplane
count, man.
takeoff runway?
Yeah, they have to repave all of it.
Pavement?
I try to have a able to read any post that gets to the front page of Reddit basic understanding of most sports. Varying success.
So the bare minimum, besides not knowing anything.
Yeah, exactly. Or if something gets posted and I don't understand it, I'll try to do the research. Like, what the hell happened in WWE or whatever? I got Mario Karted there. It's definitely a better difficulty tier for me, though. Crawdad Crossing. What a great name. Big fan.
Is there gonna be a giant crawdad that shows up on the side of the road that like pinches at you?
Yeah.
I want that hammer ability again. That was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
I like that it lasts a long time to give you a chance to use it.
Pay attention. Bye-bye. Can I stop piddling now? Look out, everybody.
Try pressing. Oh god, I pressed the suicide button.
What's running your engine? A
Whoops.
hamster on a wheel?
What's running your engine? A hamster on a wheel? Select is also that, okay.
Picking them off one at a
Yeah,
time.
that helps.
He's got a quality line.
How many are there pit stops in NASCAR? I always found the whole concept of pitting and pit strategy to be surprising in F1. Like, I also think it makes it.
Surprising. I mean, they're pushing that car hard. They need new tires.
Well, yeah, it's I don't know, like, it feels like the sport isn't really designed to get feedback to a non-veteran watcher, like, what pitting is expected to do to the intervals, because it'll just show the interval and it'll be like, oh, that person looks like they're ahead by 30 seconds. Like, it's because they've not pit yet, you idiot. And you're like, well, like, can't they include that in the UI in some way? Like, they'll say who has and hasn't pit. They'll list that, but they won't really give you a sense of what they project that to do to the time, you know? Pit stocks are bigger in NASCAR because they actually have to refuel. We'll see.
They don't refuel in F1?
No, they just replace the tires really fast.
Are the fuel tanks bigger?
Better motivated.
I think they're shorter
I
races.
think In NASCAR, the reason that you're refilling is because your fuel tank is small, so you can be a light car. Otherwise, why not make a bigger fuel tank? You know?
Well, it's really more dangerous.
Let the games begin.
I think, didn't F1 used to have refueling? I feel like I heard about this, that it caused some really nightmarish accidents where, like, there'd be a fire, but it would be one of those invisible fires where the driver's just, like, trying to get out of their car. Might be making that up, or thinking of something else. Kill people. How did they get rid of it? Did they just, like, shorten the races significantly?
That was fun. Now let's race.
Shit, it killed me? How the fuck did it
See
kill?
that? Did you see what he just did?
I don't see.
Yeah, some of the F1 accidents are really horrific.
Ooh, this looks promising.
It seems like
No more cruise. Oh.
F1's become significantly more committed to safety. Yeah, I followed that whole thing with, like, there's those halos on the cars where they're kind of ugly and they block the driver's vision a little bit, and people didn't like them when they first came out, but then as soon as they saved a driver's life, or like a car smashed into the top of the car and the halo stopped the tire from crushing their head, everyone's like, okay, halos are fine. And now they use them to put a little, like, heads-up display for the audience on them, so... Okay, that was an accidental shortcut.
Finders keepers.
But I'm curious, like, how committed to safety NASCAR is in comparison. What's the administrative culture around it? There's also kind of a corruption issue with F1, right?
Now let's race. Come on. Know what
Ow.
you're made of. That's the spirit.
That would be a nice place to have the tire upgrade, I guess. They're much longer.
Hey. What a slap in the face. You are
I tried.
Uh-oh.
I
You
tried.
guys. Oh man, that was just Not.
I tried to slow down. Getting Mario Karted.
Good. You got a boost if you jump at the end of a ramp.
No.
Bastard! Just kind of whoop, snuck in there. Stole your power up.
That was ill-advised.
Did you sit down to watch Burnout at all, Andrea?
Yeah, is that the one where you want to destroy your car?
Where you crush the cars into the walls? It's really fun. At least someone else got frozen there, not me. Maybe I can secure second place. I don't know if I'll be able to do the engine tier above this one, class or whatever.
You're driving on the Autobahn, Tony?
Getting my ass kicked on.
Yeah, it sounds terrifying. I hate being tailgated by 130.
That was pretty cool.
Bye-bye.
How dare they make me occasionally let off the gas, but this is a racing game? Oh, literally, if the race goes over 2 hours in F1, the race ends on the next lap. Interesting. Tailgating someone while being tailgated at over 100 miles an hour for over an hour. Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of like an endurance, like drive perfectly
go without crashing.
Yeah.
Or getting smacked.
We're making a minor mistake, right?
Hmm.
Are maintenance issues as big of a problem in NASCAR? It seems like that's a pretty big percentage of the drama in F1 is like where the car breaks down. Right?
How often do you need a new car? Every race?
Well, that's a good question too. Oh, this is kind of a cool stage.
You're lucky he didn't hit you. He had the cattle crusher.
Cow catcher?
The cattle catcher. Yeah. I like cattle crusher.
Cattle crusher? I think it's just supposed to move the cow out of the way, not
going really fast.
Obliterate the cow.
Plus cow. That cow is nuts.
Well, I think the intent is that the Jesus Christ. I think the train slows down enough that it can like nudge the cow off the tracks, not like obliterate it. Turn it into cow mist. You could turn it into cow mist without a little.
Ooh, that guy's crafty.
I actually watched that race with the safety car. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Oh my gosh.
What's the safety car?
Safety car is when there's an accident on the track that they have to clear, so they have like a regular car come out and pace for everybody else, so they have to drive slower until they clear the accident without having to shut the whole race down. But there is just some drama at the end of the championship race where they made a call at the last second. It was kind of controversial.
Let's rock. That's the spirit. That hurt.
Yeah, I really liked Burnout. I like the idea of getting rewarded for destroying each other.
Smashing cars into the walls. It looks like you do it this too. It's just you have to actually be close enough to the other cars to be ramming into them and stuff. Like I definitely flipped a car last track. Right, like that.
Like you did just there.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome that you can do that.
Poor guy. Person.
Don't get cocky, kid.
I wish Mario Kart had more like incentive for colliding with other vehicles. Make a combination of this and have it have the burnout mechanic where you like vaporize other cars by smashing them into the guardrails. F1 seems to me like something that's like a really great event to summarize ex post facto or to watch the documentary for on Netflix,
Let the games begin.
it seems like NASCAR is a thing that you maybe want to go and see in person and kind of be part of the community experience.
Roll it out. King of the road.
Like, it's interesting to think about how
That
TV
was
friendly
government
certain
property.
sports are. Like, I think baseball is one that's very not TV friendly, unless if you're just putting it on in the background while you're, you know, making dinner or something. Baseball, the big benefit is going to the stadium and having the experience of hanging out with your friends and eating hot dogs and the like, right? But then football is like basically a turn-based RPG, and we can cut to commercial after every turn, so it's perfect for TV. American football. Yeah, it's like inattentive.
Woo, yeah.
Still love watching the Super Bowl. It goes to commercial, and you hear in the American criminal justice system.
The criminal
In
justice
the
system.
criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups, and I flipped out. I was like, no fucking way.
Brought back.
They brought back Vanilla. Oh, they probably is a new episode. We should watch it
You
tonight.
are so cool.
They brought back Vanilla.
No, I tried slowing down as much as I could.
Come on, hit the gas.
I feel like I just need to make sure I'm straightened out, because if I'm turning even a little bit when I get hit by that, it makes me do donuts.
Make it count, man.
Are there racing games where you need to do pit stops?
Probably some simulationist ones, yeah.
So the not fun ones.
Ingenuity triumphs every time.
Hey.
That tornado that just randomly appears and destroys your car. It's not interesting.
I happen to prefer the arcadey experience, but it was honestly kind of mind-blowing to play Gran Turismo, and like the unit of joy for that game was being able to make one turn successfully. Like, because of how hard it is to make turns smoothly when you're driving that fast.
Oh yeah, I'm all about the hot takes.
I wish we had more video gamey interpretations of more sports, to be honest, like arcadey,
Look out, everybody.
you know, your punch out,
The soccer that's really
yeah, that kind of thing. Mario Strikers, Punch Out, NFL Blitz, NBA Jam, right? Something that kind of captures the feel of the sport, but isn't trying to recreate it exactly.
Special win coming up.
NBA Jam is fun as hell. I need to play more of that Supergiant game that's basically arcane, mystical NBA Jam.
I'm really impressed with your ability to like recorrect yourself.
Oh yeah, that's all me. 100% doing that on
Did he do
purpose.
that for you? Is that why it's so smooth? You're like, man, you just kind of roll with the punches and then just like smoothly get back on track, and it's really impressive. All right, never mind.
I just thought it was all me. Why do you think I was being sarcastic?
I think you were lying, not being sarcastic. Liar McLiar face.
First of all, how dare you? And second of all, what gives you the right? Hey. I guess I should do one cup. Since I already have everything unlocked, I should do one cup on the hardest difficulty just to like really embarrass myself thoroughly here.
Hey.
That's what you're here to see.
Uh-huh.
Power-ups. Mayhem.
Oh, hell yeah.
Last off, Riptide, Dog Tired. I'm a big fan of all of the names of these courses, like Swamp Romp, Rajin Cajun. Hopefully we'll get to see all of them here. I have to change the car
Yeah,
separately.
you did it
That's
to
weird.
Crow. Sorry, I thought you did that on purpose. You
No.
would have said something.
I'm confused as to why they treat them separately. Oh, they're technically... Okay. So this one has a spoiler. And is that like an air intake thing on the hood?
Ooh. I don't know.
I really need to figure out, like, who knows? Is there like a YouTube video essay series or something on how cars work? I have no idea how cars work.
There's gotta be.
I hate it because, like, I've seen people go to, like, Best Buy and get fleeced when it comes to computer parts and be like, oh my god, you don't know that you're getting fleeced. And I feel like that happens to me every time I go to a car mechanic. Rookie is what the cars actually are, and then Pro and Elite are dumb fantasy.
It's a video game. Let's do what we've always wanted to do.
Yeah, I guess these cars are, like, the handling is way better on this one.
Karma's a bitch. Go get him. Get him.
I'm trying. It's too late. It's about to wear off. I tried. It was about to be one. It'd be nice if I like the idea of the hammer upgrade. It would be cool if, like, if the game detected that you were behind an enemy, it would give you a slight speed boost, right?
Full speed ahead.
Look at that skill. Oh, wait. Look at that skill. You get a slight boost from the hammer.
Drive like a maniac.
Alright, Mayhem might be too much.
Oh, Mayhem's awesome.
You're having a good
Having a
time.
good time.
Kind of.
See, I know so little about cars that it's not obvious to me what makes the elite class, like, clearly fantasy. It kind of just looks like a car still. I guess it's got a spoiler and a thing on the hood.
Shortcut.
And the top speed is higher, and the handling is better.
Hang on. They didn't teach that in driver's ed.
It's true, they didn't. I feel like I was inadequately prepared for that.
Do you think they teach you about tornadoes and driver's ed in, like,
Didn't cost
Kansas?
you a dime.
Quad exhaust. I didn't realize that the exhaust had any impact on performance. Taking my power-ups, man. It's really bad when it happens like
I
that.
believe the concept here is to win, dude. Ooh, we got a
It was a very
hot shot.
Andrea comment.
Yeah,
from
the
the-
concept is to win, not
Whatever it is you're doing.
Why are you gold?
I got the shield power up. The faster you get the expended hot gases out, the faster you can cycle your pistons.
Woo, yeah! I wonder if he knows he has 4 more gears. Try our secret formula.
I don't like that cars are a magic box for me. Like, they're completely abstracted. I guess we recently learned how
Don't you feel special?
Brake line, or
Yeah, brake lines
fluid
work.
bubbles and brake
No
fluid
more
bubble
brake-
prevention works.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I learned a lot about that.
I didn't really appreciate what happens when you press the brake pedal.
Was not working. And she's driving her car, and all of a sudden she's pushing the brake stand as far as they can go, and the car's not stopping. Thankfully, Andrea got herself over to the left lane, and there was no one there. And then brought my foot off the brake, and then when I put it back on, it worked because the bubble had cleared, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Vapor lock.
Thankfully, I was only going like 30 miles an hour, so I was calm down. It wasn't going to be like terrible if I hit the other car. Managed.
How dare you?
Once more round. Hang on. And you were doing so well.
And you were doing so well. So snarky.
The announcer really is Andrea.
Snarky.
Excuse you. It didn't cost you a dime.
Man, there are a lot of tornadoes. Can you turn the tornadoes down? I think like
That's mayhem, Andrea. You said that's what mayhem is.
tornadoes.
That's what mayhem is.
Do you have fine control over it? Like, can you keep everything else but just like tone down the tornadoes?
Wash behind your ears.
That's why I was saying this is a little bit much, and Andrea was like, "No, this is amazing." I'm like, "All right." What if Mario Kart, but blue shells were firing every 4 seconds?
Showtime!
Boom!
Should have saved that. I think I hit the guy behind me. I got a 2.5 second interval over him. Not for much longer, though. Hey, he hit that. Bullet bill that you launch forward. Yeah, I was gonna say that like I think 3 laps would have been perfect. 4 laps is a little too long. I feel like with a couple exceptions, Mario Kart has always gotten that right. I can think of a handful of tracks in Mario Kart that are just way too long, just because they have too many laps.
Look out, everybody.
Yeah, exhaust gas pipe ready to explosion in the engine. Your pistons can't. Wow, that was
He's gonna hurt someone.
an incredible start.
What a
Amazing.
given soul. Ignition.
Pistols can't cycle if the gas from the last explosion is still there.
Halt. We'll keep the track warm for you.
I think it does home in on the person in first. It just happens to hit everyone on the way. Whereas in Mario Kart, the blue shell can hit people on the way, but isn't guaranteed to.
Get cocky. Remember, friends are still back there.
I love how over the top they went with the lightning sound effects when that affects you.
Boom! Come on, hit the dash.
That's good. We're fine.
See, that was a very
There's sand
smooth
in
transition.
everything now.
That was all me. I was pressing the button.
Big air! Big air! Let's rock!
So there's this like
You on that, sucker.
set of like monster truck games that whenever I would see them at Walmart or whatever, I would like my eyes would glaze over and I wouldn't register them as actual games. But I wonder if there's like an amazing trucking game that's like this, right?
Good use out of that. Man, he is polished.
Dylan, I live in a castle with no monster truck game. Because they are beneath me.
No, see, that was because I was a gatekeeping teenager. I'm saying that I regret having that attitude about things.
Apparently, Truck Simulator.
He owns the track.
Truck simulator games are the ones where you're doing like the Elite Dangerous thing of literally just like driving around like it was a real truck, stopping at stoplights, getting off at exits, right?
Are you gonna take that?
Can you beat Truck Simulator?
Showtime! See you at the finish line. Now that hurts.
I think the amount that I would need to slow down to stop that from affecting me is,
More detrimental.
yeah, than just absorbing
with
it.
Let's rock. Put a turtle in your tank.
Put a turtle in your tank.
that was.
Thank you, yeah. I tried.
Turn it on!
It's really nice that the game helps you out.
Shut up!
I wonder if he knows he has 4 more gears. Let the game begin.
I'm pressing buttons to try to do it. I can't, all I can say is I can't guarantee that those buttons are working. I like that the power-ups seem to always work. Like you can't accidentally launch it next to a wall and have the wall eat it. Thank you. That was actually amazing.
Helped your corner.
Oh,
Did you see that? Did you see what he
close
just did?
enough. And I hit it right after hitting the thing.
That's right. That pipe works, y'all. The pressure's on. You gotta pick it up now if you want to win this one. Oh, yeah.
Ice is maybe okay if you get frozen while you're going straight, but if you're pressing the button slightly, you'll start doing donuts, and that will be very bad.
Way to just jump over the power-ups.
But you were already criticizing me for that before you knew for sure that I was going to miss them.
You know, and that whole thing, you didn't get frozen. The guy in front of you did. You were on target to get frozen.
100% calculated.
Then you decided to go fly off the
100%
side. Do a little
calculated.
flip.
It's because I'm a racing genius.
Why are you slowing down? Hey, it's always time for payback. Not gonna win letting people pass you.
You're not gonna win if you let people pass you.
Yeah, the announcer is Andrew.
Let's save it.
Now this is racing. Picking them off one at a time. Finders keepers.
Oh,
That was close.
Chill, dude. Pay attention. Hang on. Oh, nobody saw that.
I'm going to get Mario Karted. I have
Turn
the
up the heat.
vision.
That
I'm
was too easy.
going to save this for when Kenny Irwin Jr. passes me.
Don't choke.
don't choke, Dylan. Or Marstead.
Wacko really is. It's full on Andrea.
Twister, screw him up. What was he doing? Driving in reverse? Hey, it's always time for payment.
Calculated.
Gotta pick it up now if you want to win.
That was the game's fault.
That's on you, Mario.
That's a darn shame.
If I was successful, it was me. If I didn't, it's the game's
Make
fault.
good use out of that.
Well, I was.
You were doing well. And then you tried to do something fancy. Fucking
Huh, excuse you. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Sad noises. Glad we got to try Mayhem. I'll turn it off after this.
No, that seems fair. Mayhem's a little much.
Dog tired.
A little much.
Is there a boost for pressing the button at the right time?
Ooh, this looks promising.
I think that the Joker upgrade has been negative like 90% of the time. Wonder if that's maybe it gives you better stuff when you're in the back.
Dominate him! That's a darn shame.
This is basically a star.
Make it count, man. Hope nobody saw that.
Oh, they all saw it.
Rude.
I like the bowling noise. It's pretty cool.
Pins.
He's slower than a snake full of buckshot.
Slower than a snake full of buckshot.
I feel like anything full of buckshot would probably be slow.
Whoa.
You're missing all the shortcuts, Marstead. Fucking open your eyes. I'll be rude, Minimus. I will carry this burden. It doesn't feel like to be too easy.
Are the shortcuts? Are the other racers generally taking?
Yes, they are. I did notice that.
I wasn't sure if it was like the shortcuts in Mario Kart where you have to do the level several times to learn where they are, and there's a risk to taking all of them, whereas driving on the straightaway is playing it safe.
They didn't teach that in driver's ed. Didn't see him coming. Now that ain't fair.
There was a shortcut.
We'll keep the track.
See it? Oh, this is a shortcut, probably.
Is it a shortcut or is it an alternate path?
Well, I mean,
Ooh, this looks promising.
maybe a little A, maybe a little B. It looks like it was a shortcut. I see, the shortcuts aren't on the map, are they?
No.
That's always the fun thing about Crash Team Racing, is they would usually be on the map, so it was kind of fun to try to find it. So you know about where it is.
Yeah, Mario Kart, they're pretty well conveyed. They'll be like a ramp or something, and then usually you need to have a mushroom to be able to use it. And if you miss, you're going to lose a ton of time, and if you succeed, it's not that big of a time save.
See, the use of brakes may have averted that.
Probably a shortcut.
I'm witnessing abject
Yeah,
failure.
but there were signs telling me not to go that way.
Is that the point? You gotta be, you know, a risk taker. You gotta be like, fuck the rules.
Let the game begin.
Don't do risks.
Well, I guess that guy's gonna hurt. Is he ever dialed in? Cha-ching. Time to make your mark. That was inevitable.
What's the tire power? Does it keep you on track or something?
It makes it so that you have really, really sharp turning ability.
Oh, I see.
Is his hamster better motivated than yours? One less for them.
That was not great.
Now that ain't fair.
That was the worst possible point on the track to get hit by that.
Turn it on! Did you see that? Did you see what he just did? Let's rock! Man, he is polished. Don't choke.
Well, I'm the joke. Let's be real here. It's a certainty.
Ooh, this looks promising. Well, you showed a
Oh
little
no!
spirit.
Oh, you did make it. I thought you
Yeah, I was gonna get crashed into
in
the
like
pole
coming
and-
last.
Right.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Second place. All
Katy
right.
Perry kicked your ass.
Say Katy Perry kicked my ass.
I'm sorry.
Picked
The
a
name is
son.
now Katy Perry.
Let's see the next one. So you said there's Cyber Team and Legend. Team up with a Cyber driver in a multi-race series. Learn all the tricks by racing against a Legend. Oh, the other blue one. Oh, I guess I can do a
Golf cart.
chicken truck. Oh, I want to be the chicken truck.
Transporting meth that Brian Cranston made for you to your chicken stores.
That thing's pretty amazing looking. Wait, is that like the difference between the different... I love the souped up version of the chicken truck. That's pretty great. Let's do an RV, a souped up tow truck. To the RV. Stoney Creek, High Noon, and Kirk Rock. So it's like, do we both have to place or something? And we can still hit each other with power-ups? Love the chicken logo on the top of this thing.
Los Hermanos?
Chicken Brothers.
Come on,
God.
suckers!
You might find this surprising, Andrea, but the handling on this isn't great. I'm guessing if I hit another car, I'm going to demolish them. Well, or, you know,
Doing it
that's...
all wrong.
I mean, at least he's still moving forward. Well, not right now. But there you go. Could have been up. Hey, that could have been worse.
Get to find hidden collectibles for them. Like on some of the
Go get
shortcuts.
your spot back. No more cruise control. Houston, we are a go. Bye-bye.
Big rigs one.
Roll it out.
Flame broiled.
Sweet.
Man, I was getting so used to the mayhem level of constant tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
There's one.
Oh, that's a storm
Well,
now.
that's for them.
Oh, that's right.
That's the short end of the stick. Time to
Alright, let's
hit your
use the
mark.
super turning while we can. Kangaroo crossing sign.
Let's rock. Yeah, who needs wheels? Whoa.
I'll just pretend like Jeff Gordon is driving.
Black gold. Mixes tea. Come on, win this thing.
Hmm.
Here's a little present.
I'm so far behind the person in second place.
Yeah, you're like way in the middle. Because the guy behind you is really behind you. Like 9 seconds behind you.
I think I'm 9 seconds from the guy ahead of me.
Yeah, it looks pretty even.
Because I think that's showing me the person ahead of me, and then if I'm in first, it shows green of the person behind me.
I
Oh,
like it.
well, it's about the same for the other person anyway, just based on the map.
Yeah, the RV is in last place.
Go, chicken truck!
Up, and away! I can get him next time.
You tried.
I wish it actually said that. You tried.
Oh, if you hold the rear view mirror. Oh, that's nice. Never had a cause to use the rear view mirror in any of these games. That seems like that would actually be useful, though. I wish, like, Mario Kart gave you intervals. It's easier for me to quickly eyeball.
And a map.
Yeah.
Figure out which little square you are.
Check him.
That's nice. Alright, for a brief moment, we're in first place. It's going to stop very soon.
Oh.
That's my teammate, so that's fine.
Oh, you're on teams now?
Yeah. RV is my teammate.
God, go RV.
Which one's the shortcut?
The one you just pat on the left.
You know, how do you know which one's the shortcut and which one's the main track?
It's a little less, obvious than it's a little less obvious. It's still pretty obvious.
You were asking for it. Ah, hey. Don't you feel special? So long, suckers! Can I stop
First place
piddling
again.
now?
I suppose that's true, yeah. Oh, is that a tumbleweed?
Come on! Black gold. You better work on that.
Jeff Gordon is 6 seconds behind me. I wonder what Jeff Gordon would actually do if he was racing a chicken truck. A nitro-powered chicken truck.
He's hopping like a true toad.
Are you happy, Andrea?
Thank you.
Okay, good.
See, that was a shortcut. This is also a shortcut. So it's not that you can't see them, it's just that you don't care. It's like you don't want to win. See, now you're 12 seconds
It
ahead
didn't cost you a
of the
dime.
closest guy.
Why use lot word when little word do trick?
You can't win that way.
Those are memes and UPS
Make it count,
commercials.
man. Put a turtle in your tank.
Oh man, the RV went from being in first place to having a real bad day back there. Wonder how much of the...
Ooh, turn up the heat.
Wonder how much it's actually simulating back there.
Fly, hee-hee.
Yeah, do I deliver chicken? Like ready-made?
Oh, this looks promising. Keep up the pace. They're
Like,
still
what's the
behind.
lore behind the chicken truck? Keep hitting that a little bit too late.
Ah, life on the great frontier. Oh, yeah. You call yourself a race driver?
Makes it really hard to aim.
That
I don't
hurt.
think it's supposed to help you.
Farm truck for carrying livestock.
He's gonna hurt someone.
Trying.
Ben,
Don't you feel
are you
special?
hungry?
Show 'em what you know. King of the hill.
Is it actually terribly different, or is it just like don't accidentally hit your teammate with power-ups? It's fine. It's nice that I can I just want to see all the tracks is kind of my objective here. Are there secret tracks as well that the password unlocked? Just gonna save my shield here.
Here we go.
Just keep going forward.
You got it. Hey! Thanks, guardrails. Did what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Keeping me on the road.
Black Gold Texas tea. That poor RV.
Isn't Texas tea just sweet tea? Is there something special about Texas tea that's not sweet tea? It's made in
I'm
Texas.
talking about oil.
Oh, that's what Texas tea is? It's oil? Okay. That was my bad. For some reason I thought it was maybe Texas gold or something, but okay.
That's Black Gold Texas tea.
Oh man.
It's both.
I was getting that all wrong. All kinds of.
I like that they tried to make their own power-ups. Like, a couple of them map pretty directly to Mario Kart power-ups, so not all of them. The ice might be one of the nastiest power-ups ever.
Yeah,
That's not racing like a winner.
I like that you can still technically play around it, though, by either slowing down or just making sure that you're driving completely straight. And it's not just like the lightning bolt where you're just fucked.
Sleeping? Oh, yeah. Dream on!
Oh!
That's the spirit.
Okay, we're falling rocks.
I didn't see a sign. How am I supposed to be aware?
God, it's like we're driving into Los Alamos.
Seriously. Except with more rocks. It is kind of like driving to Los Alamos, isn't it?
Fine.
Except at like 50 miles or 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everything's fine.
Definitely want to take that at 100.
More grass.
That'll cool.
All right, me and the RV are in the back. Aw, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna start doing the shortcuts? I guess not.
Wait, was there a shortcut?
There's one.
Make it count, man.
I think the shortcuts are also good because it seemed like, at least in the last track, they had a lot of the power-ups in them.
Yeah, power-ups, and I think they also, the tornado never goes along shortcuts. Which doesn't matter if I'm in the back.
Let the games begin. Hey, it's always time for payment.
He froze the RV. I thought there was no friendly fire. Wow, that was a shitty shortcut. There was one.
Hey, he didn't say. Don't you feel special?
There's another one.
All right, so wherever...
It's a switchback usually has it.
Later days, dude. Tell me to buy carbonated soda. Woohoo!
Striper right.
Shut up! Mumble that under your breath.
But just loud enough to make sure you can hear it.
Yeah, exactly.
Twister, screw him up.
Again, how dare you? This thing's really hard to control.
I can imagine. It looks very top heavy. I'm surprised it hasn't like rolled more.
Sweet.
I have to occasionally let off the gas button with this thing.
Where'd that come from?
Go forward, go forward, go forward! Aww. Well, half of that wasn't
Better
terrible.
wake up there.
Objective is to be not 5th place.
So 6th place is okay?
No, the RV has to be in 6th place.
I'm just saying, you said not 5th place.
Let's rock. You put that to good use.
I'm going to take the shortcuts. I missed that one. Good thing that giant rock didn't have any collision.
Great.
But I had a real bad day there. Oh, we're going to be in 5th place. There's no way I'm stopping this. Jeff Gordon's 8 seconds ahead of me.
Don't worry
another
about
lap.
it. It happens to everybody. Once.
$18-second lead. I think I'm hosed.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Curious how rubber banding works in this. If it's like, maybe it just stops actually simulating the cars on the track after a certain point, so they're not getting hit by each other's attacks anymore. It seems like once they get a lead on you, it's hard to close the gap anymore. 100% calculated. And that was the that was my RV shooting that forward.
Turn up the heat.
All right. I need to do a race where I make everyone else drive RVs.
Let's rock.
The RVs seem to be doing okay at the start of the race.
Seems a bit panicky. Gravity's overrated.
Gravity is overrated.
Crude but sweet. There's the kick you needed.
42 second.
It's fine.
Why are you slowing down?
Because I drove into a thing.
So that's the one that you have.
This is more like driving to Los Alamos. There we go. 28 miles an hour?
Yeah.
I can't even really celebrate not last because the RV is last. The RV's 23 seconds behind me. Damn.
Here comes something special.
Hey, bronze. No thanks to the RV.
Poor RV.
Legend. Let's go back to like an actual car. That was fun though. Actually know more of these names than I would have expected. I don't know, just like cultural osmosis or something. This seems like the fun one. Ragin' Cajun, Big Easy, and Swamp Romp. Mardi Gras.
Woo! Thank you, Linda. You're welcome.
I wonder if you could get away with just like making a racing game and just having Rainbow Road. Like, it's not, you can't copyright that the road is rainbow, right? You can call it like Prism Street or something.
Prism Pass.
Yeah. Scintillating Street.
Look out, everybody.
I like Prism Promenade.
You had to do it. He was moving in slow motion.
Yeah, that guy's
Forward,
impressive.
not backward.
Always twirling, twirling. This road has like speed bumps on it or something.
Oh, it might. It's a real road.
That would have been a situation in Burnout where I would have just like pancaked him into the wall. Complete disregard for actual physics. Tried to drive into that one to launch him. Oh, really? I didn't even notice the wavy lines.
Every dog does have his day.
Yeah, because the lines on either side of the car are
Here
straight.
we go.
Yeah, noticed that.
Crude but sweet.
Oh, for a brief shining moment, you're in first.
Makes you assume it's going to be brief. All of the evidence that's presented before your eyes for the last hour and a half?
Yep.
Very good.
Let me go. Let the game begin. Special blend coming up.
Yeah, I think the trucks are really bad. The handling on it was terrible. It makes sense, like...
One less for them.
Song's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't realize you could just not take the Joker thing. Okay.
It's a shootout to the finish. This sure is the Big Easy.
Whoops.
Are you gonna take
I
that?
tried to slow down.
It's okay. Alright, that was okay.
It could have been much worse.
Don't choke. Cha-ching.
Surprised there's not a slowdown power. I guess maybe the lightning bolt is a slowdown power up in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
When it shrinks you, I think it drops your top speed.
Yeah, you go slow, I'm pretty sure.
Is the song gonna repeat? There it goes. Okay.
Showtime!
I'm gonna get hit right before the finish line. I should just accept that.
Tornado coming!
He's got several
won.
pairs.
What were you saying about brief shining moment?
No,
Hey.
gotta turn Mayhem back on.
Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I'm really surprised that this game exists. Well, it's a NASCAR game that's like Mario Kart. That's it's really cool.
Are you gonna take that?
You saying that there aren't a lot of people who like NASCAR and fun at the same time?
Yeah.
Like, You know, like Crash Team Racing exists. There could be competing racing games on Mario Kart.
I'm surprised that it has a license, right? It's like this game reminds me of the MLB visual novel JRPG that shouldn't exist, right? Like, how did they get the license for this?
Careful, you'll wake the current.
I guess it's probably nice because there's that whole problem with like the actual car manufacturers where they like refuse to let you show damage to the cars and shit, right?
Great! Dream on!
That's kind of what I come to suspect or expect from this genre. So it's cool to see that it's an officially licensed product.
Finders keepers.
Did you ever watch that basketball game, Andrea? Or not basketball?
More specific.
Did you ever tune in for MLB Power Pros? It's a Japanese game where bizarrely you like do this like weird visual novel thing where you're like doing this story about how you got into the major leagues, and it's like a JRPG. It's really strange. It's like Persona but with baseball.
I saw you play that.
It has actual like baseball teams, like MLB teams and
Here we go!
players and stuff. It's like, how did this happen? This has to be a situation like with Kingdom Hearts where the IP folks just don't provide any notes. Can you imagine like someone from Disney actually looking at like playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 and giving notes?
Like, I don't understand what's going on.
What is
The
any
Little
of
Mermaid
this?
sucks.
Ooh, this looks promising.
Shaq Fu is a Shaq game, not a sports game.
I didn't know he had his own category.
Let me go!
Does this protect you against twisters?
I don't think so.
That
Well,
hurt.
answers that question.
Look how clean that was.
Hold on.
Let's rock!
Kingdom Hearts with Walt Disney.
He was filthy, filthy!
Yeah. I want Sakaguchi to see Final Fantasy Origin. Bullshit.
Say hi, Ben!
He's so little.
Showtime!
Is Ben the one who is the Ben?
It's the Ben.
Is it Ben?
Mwah. Make you feel bad. You should just go poop. You smell like you want poop. I'm gonna put you down because you're smelly.
Ugh. He's mucking with a hornet's nest.
Because he had a star, so that wouldn't have worked. I tried. Stages are really kind with not letting you drive off the level.
Oh yeah!
Made an executive decision to drive on the grass there, and it was a mistake.
Make good use out of that.
He is right on my ass, isn't he?
Yep. Hold on.
Unbelievable outcome!
Hey. Where are the, they said there's 3 tracks that aren't part of a cup. You can only race those through the normal menu, I guess. Swamp Romp. I don't think you ever really romp in the swamp.
Yeah, that sounds really like
swamp isn't a place.
Disaster.
This is
like
the
bacterial plague disaster.
Hidetaka Miyazaki level. Hidetaka, excuse me. He just can't help himself. He keeps adding more poison swamps.
That was hopeful.
This ain't gonna help me.
I stand correct.
Now we're in the swamp romp. Now I can go off the stage. The swamp noises.
Oh, great.
Oh no!
Doc, it didn't-
I can't steer. What is happening? I don't think my buttons are working at all. I think it just remembered that I was holding down the...
You're just gonna let it go?
It might be that the controller briefly disconnected. EPSXC doesn't like it when your controller disconnects. You kind of have to turn it off and turn it back on. I kind of want to see the rest of the track, so I'm just going to let it go. Let's try turning the controller back on.
What? Daddy didn't teach you how to drive?
Kind of impressed how... Okay, now we're in
Now
track.
you're stuck.
Alright, hold on one second.
Come on, Bulky.
It was doing so well on its own.
Don't think there's any keyboard control. Alright, hold on, let me restart it. Oops, don't want that actually. Came pretty close. I didn't get stuck in that corner. Good thing I didn't need the progress because of the password save file.
Oh, that's nice.
Benedict, please don't knock anything over, young man. All right, standard. Wait, no, right? No, standard's fine. Okay. No chicken truck. Why does it remember me as wanting the chicken truck? Bonus: Velodrome, Road to Ruin, and Circus Minimus. Try to see all these before we wrap here in about 12 minutes. I love when these like late 90s, early aughts devs are allowed to just be silly with it. Seems to be a running theme in a lot of these like racing and racing adjacent games.
What's a racing adjacent game? Like LA Noire?
SSX Tricky.
Oh.
Right, because it's nominally a snowboarding game, but it's really a racing game. You happen to be on a snowboard.
And you can do tricks.
Look out, everybody. You're a good bet.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
He is polished. Get cocky. I think our little friends are still back there. Yeah, who needs you?
I like the little fanfare when you turn on this one. Okay, yeah, I'd like to see what each lap does. Just want to see what each of the tracks that I haven't done yet are. I go back to the ones that I skipped before because we want to end on Road to Ruin and Circus Minimus. Those are probably the more interesting ones. Golden Rule.
fun.
How is position determined in NASCAR? Is it the same thing where people just do like time trial laps? That's how it works in F1, right?
Make good use out of that. Like a rabbit on a dog track.
It's qualifying. Hey, that's classic stock sound effect. It's also in Ocarina of Time. F1 feels like it's like you're driving this rocket car that, like, if you slightly bump it, it'll explode into a fireball.
Sounds terrifying.
So you have to be really, really good just to be able to, like, navigate the track successfully, let alone to shave off a few hundredths of a second here and there by turning slightly more.
Is that gold?
Perfectly. And there's Formula E where they have the actual, like, speed up pads on the track where when you drive over them, your car's allowed to go faster, like Mario Kart.
Rock and roll. Bring it down.
I think Formula E is the one that had where, like, Twitter could give people a speed boost too.
Oh, fun.
Pay attention.
You just give that to Williams all the time.
Go, Williams,
Turn
go!
down that air conditioner. Don't you feel special?
When qualifying's not time trials.
Hey,
Oh, really? In qualifying, there's multiple cars on the track? Huh. DRS is a thing that you're only allowed to do in certain parts of the track, and like your team can turn it on remotely or something.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Alright, I took a shortcut. Are you happy?
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm still racing instead of resetting is because I'm still in first place. It feels good to be doing a good job.
It's like we've already seen these. We've seen that you can do them. Next.
Once I cross...
Thank you. Next.
Yes, yes. I think I've talked about this in other, like, either racing or sports game streams, but, like, always frustrated by, it seems like every sport has at least one kind of fundamentally inelegant rule that kind of has to correct some otherwise degenerate strategy that's very janky and subjective, like pass interference in American football and the shot clock in the NBA and a number of other things in the NBA. There's tons of really inelegant rules like that in baseball. They're just kind of like arcanely applied. I think it's offsides in soccer and maybe hockey. I guess inelegant isn't a very, it's kind of a subjective way to put it, but I think
Here we go.
it's like we have to kind of put in this cheesy rule that the referee is very much in charge of ensuring is followed. Because if we don't do it, then the game degenerates to something way less interesting. Like, once you get a lead in basketball, you just hold on to the ball indefinitely and keep it away
Made him mad.
instead of trying to make a shot. In American football, you tackle the person trying to catch the pass constantly, so you can never pass.
You're taking with
Right?
the air? Make it count.
Bat wider than the wicket because it wasn't against the rules.
Forward, not backward. Now that ain't fair.
You have to touch all the bases for home runs. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that about TRS, this name. Soccer seems like it's like almost the most elegant sport, like team ball sport like that, but
oh yeah. Here's a little prep.
it's always interesting to hear about the history behind those things. Like I think, Andrew, I told you about the whole deal with fighting in hockey, where it's like the reason fighting exists is because like hockey is
something really dangerous.
super fucking dangerous, yeah. And the referee is incapable of catching everything that's dangerous and appropriately punishing it, so you kind of have people on your team who exist to keep things safe.
What a view! Rock and roll!
Yeah, maybe I'm being unfair to hockey and soccer. It definitely feels like you have to have it. Oh, it's, yeah.
Oh, now that you're not in first place.
Shh. Yes, but yes. Correct. Road to Ruin and Circus Minimus. Oh, shit. Oh, it's fine. I'll do Road to Ruin last. I don't think fighting is inelegant necessarily in the way that I'm describing, at least. It's kind of like the players injected this new thing into the meta that's not officially enshrined in the rules, question mark? Officially, no one's supposed to fight, right?
Cling to the road now with a hair upon soap.
It's like a coliseum. Oh, this is like, I love how one of the ridiculous bonus stages is closer to like a NASCAR oval. It's basically Baby Park. That's kind of cool. Finish this one.
Are you gonna take that?
Baby Park, the all-time greatest Mario Kart track.
That's gonna hurt. Once more around!
NASCAR's self-policing of dangerous driving. Is that by like people like intentionally driving people off the road or something if they're driving like assholes? Sorry, I'm driving badly because I'm bad at the game, but also because Ben is standing directly in front of the monitor. Can you confirm that?
Yeah.
One more race.
Know that he's here and that he hasn't been fed.
Poor baby. It's only 2 hours earlier than he usually gets fed. No, I didn't mean to abort the save. I guess it doesn't matter. I already have everything unlocked. Alright, Road to Ruin. This will be our last one. We made the one circle track turn right. 0 out of 10.
Come here, Ben.
Say hi. Look, it was Ben.
God, just made him even more in front of the monitor than he was before.
Double time the finish now.
Oh wow, that's not good for the RV there. Although the RV has an outhouse on the back of it.
You couldn't have done that better if you tried.
This is a pretty cool stage.
Make it count, man. Woo. Happy birthday.
This is what you get.
Dazzled by the sun.
Who's my
Let the
little
game
guy?
begin.
Is it Ben?
Who's my little guy?
Is Ben the one who's your little guy?
Yeah.
See, that's going to require me to actually be in first place. Which I don't think will happen. This game's really cool, though. Thank you for sharing this name.
Sweet.
I kind of like the
That's
surprising
something to write home about.
racing game strategy you have for Subblock. Where I'm like, okay, NASCAR, and I'm like prepping for how am I going to find commentary if it's like simulationist NASCAR.
Marstead, these are...
Some be really bad at it, like
He's gonna
Gran Turismo.
lose.
I wonder if he knows he has 4 more gears. Special blend coming up.
Slap shoes? Yeah, sure, go for it. Let's see if I can make it to the line on the end of this lap, and then we'll wrap up here. Still in first place.
Ooh, this looks promising. Crude, but sweet.
Get it?
Pretty well in first place.
Due to the power of...
Don't worry about it. It happens to everybody.
Oh, not anymore.
And we're gonna call it there.
Thanks, everybody. That was fun. Thanks, this name. I enjoyed that. I hope they make a sequel to this. Let me know if they do.